I welcome all of you to this discussion. This afternoon, there is a passage in the Bible I will be reading, and then after which I will explain that Bible passage to us. It is from Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 8. The Bible says, "He that diggeth a pit shall fall into it, and whoso breaketh an edge, a serpent shall bite him." First of all, what is the meaning of edge? This edge the Bible is talking about, what is it? Very simple. Edge is a kind of wall, a kind of fence that God uses to protect a believer, a child of God. When God builds this edge around you, He protects you from the enemy, no devil, no demon can touch you, can reach or get at you. If you carefully read the book of Job chapter 1, Job chapter 1 from verse 1, the Bible says in Job chapter 1 from verse 1, the Bible says, "There was a man in the land of Uz whose name was Job, and that man was perfect and upright, and one that feared God and eschewed evil." An edge can be broken, an edge can be maintained. What am I trying to say? When God builds this edge around you, it is left for the believer to either break it or maintain it. For Job here, he was able to maintain it. Job maintained his edge. Even when the enemy rose up against him, the enemy, even though he inflicted him, even though he was able to kill the children, destroy his business, the enemy could not touch him because his edge was maintained. How do you maintain it? It is by living a holy life. An edge is not maintained by the level of understanding you get. An edge is not maintained by how bold you are or by the name of the church you attend. What helps a believer to maintain the edge that God has built around him is his ability to live a holy life. Now, if you look at verse 10 of the book of Job chapter 1, the devil complained. The devil complained. Let me back up to verse 8. In verse 8, the Bible says, "And the Lord said unto Satan, Hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and an upright man, one that feareth God and escheweth evil." Now look at verse 9. Verse 9, the devil responded. He said, "Then Satan answered the Lord and said, Doth Job fear God for naught?" Now look at verse 10. Verse 10, the devil said, "Hast not thou made an edge about him and about his house and about all that he had on every side? Thou hast blessed the work of his hand." Now, point of emphasis. The devil complained that God has built an edge round Job, that he is not able to touch him because of the edge. And I told us a believer can maintain or can break the edge that the Lord has built around him through the way he lives. Holiness helps you to maintain the edge, but sin is what helps you to destroy it. That the Bible has told us in Ecclesiastes chapter 10 verse 8. It said, when you break the edge, the serpent will bite you. When you break the edge, the serpent will bite you. Now, how can an earth be destroyed through sin? If you turn the Bible to the book of Galatians, chapter 5, from verse 19, the Bible mentions different kinds of sin: envy, lying, talkativeness, witchcraft, variance, emulation, different kinds of sin that the moment a believer goes into this sin, the earth will be destroyed. The earth will be destroyed. So, for you to maintain this earth, this cordial relationship